To describe the chaos of when you were born, the nurses panicking and rushing to your mother's side, her bravery in the face of imminent death, in the face of imminent life, in the face of the nurses as their blood drained to their shoes as they scrambled to keep you alive, I'm humbled by your mother's beauty. You can't imagine what she did to get you here. I'm lucky. In the moment when they handed you to me and you nested into my beard and I had to keep checking that you were alive, I knew that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Love you harder than I'd ever loved myself, or anything, or anyone. You look just like your mother, and that makes me love her even more. I'm lucky. If I'm being honest with you, I love you more than everyone else on earth combined, except for your radiant mother, my queen, the light that guides me, the brains of the operation, the quant, the balancer of the equation. It is in this abundance of love that you were made, and it is in this excess that we will leave our nest to raise our fledgling to flight, lighter than air, heavier than my heart, the weight of entanglement. It fills my lungs with joy, what I've been driving at, the whole kit and caboodle, a monumental occasion, the birth of a child, a life of happiness, home and family, watching you grow, the grass beneath my feet, the tree swaying in the breeze. I'm lucky. It has been alleged that this performance art contains subliminal messages intended to make you love me as I stare deep into your eyes and convince you to watch my videos because I broke through and got your attention. So now I need to break the fourth wall and ask you to love me. Will you really, really love me? Will you love me as much as my inner circle loves me back? I really doubt that. The look in my daughter's face, the glint in the eye of my beautiful wife, and our beautiful life, and our shared future with the child, the most incredible kid in the world. She has no teeth yet, but this kid is just like me, so we know she's crazy, or maybe just too earnest. You can never really tell these days, but the whole world's gone bonkers. But I found my purpose, fighting like hell for this little girl, being very, very gentle, because she's very, very tiny, and I love her more than I could ever say. I'm lucky. I haven't even started yet. I'm barely even competent for the task of raising you, but I'm somehow doing it better than most of the others, and I don't understand why the bar has been set so low and why we can't do this properly. I wash the dishes in our house. Everybody wants a revolution and nobody wants to wash the dishes, so I roll up my sleeves and I do what needs to be done, because there's nothing more revolutionary than taking care of my family and making good people and writing lousy poetry about finding purpose in ordinary lives and mowing the lawn and taking out the trash and shoveling the snow. I've never loved anyone as much as my wife and my kid. Did I do them a disservice? Did I fail to be the best person I could be? Or did it all lead to the right here, where everything is brilliant and beautiful and I'm surrounded by the sort of love that you don't see on television, where dad cares for the baby and makes everybody lunch, and this is the life that I wanted, and I'm so fucking lucky, and I can't believe that it all led me here to you in this moment. I'm lucky. It's 3 a.m. Please stop crying. We haven't slept since sometime in December and things are starting to get a little bit wobbly around the edges. Please stop crying and go to sleep. We can play in the morning. Please stop crying, walking around in circles with the baby on my shoulder, and she won't stop crying. Please stop crying, sleeping in shifts to keep you fed, holding you against my shoulder, taking laps. Please stop crying. I'm lucky. It's finally morning. You're sleeping in my arms. The magpies are pecking at the front porch, and the garden hasn't started to bloom. It's quiet now, and I find myself glowing with love for the tiny person asleep in my arms. I haven't slept in weeks. The twilight hours allow the edges of the fray of the silhouette of reality, this liminal space. We can see the seams in their iridescent sheen against the regular world, terra firma, a peacock's tail against the gray brutalism of the firmament. The still dirty spring when the snow is melted but nothing is growing yet. The mud contained only by the roots of the grass and the boundaries of the yard. I'm not ready to go back to work. I want to stay on the couch with my baby. I'm lucky. It could have been different. 1,000 million paths lead me elsewhere, but not to here. The winding road, the twists and turns, who could have seen it coming? It's not that likely. It couldn't happen before. I wasn't ready. I'm not skilled or talented, I'm just some doofus. But I'm really, really earnest, and I'm doing this all myself, and it's too weird to be dishonest. And if you find that disarming, and even the most hostile of you find it endearing, you want to love me. You want to open your heart and let this not talented, unskilled fool walk right in and entertain you with his earnest mediocrity. I never tried to be anything but myself, to find my own voice, to express a unique sentiment. I'm lucky. I have time to write today. The baby is sleeping. I don't know what to do with myself. I have to stay quiet. She's woken up. It's over. The child cries on my shoulder and pulls at my beard. I'm lucky. She learned how to smile this week, and I could barely contain my joy. She spends hours looking in my eyes and smiling. I'm lucky. I'm lucky. I'm lucky.